Hello? Hey guys, it's Tigers coming back to you with Marvel Rivals with tech problems once more. And guys, I say tech problems, I don't know whether it is or whether it's just my headset being like, yeah, I'm gonna slightly be annoying. And guys, gonna quickly cover something there. There was another Rivals video coming out tomorrow that was filmed yesterday. There were new skins put into the game yesterday. I will quickly go over them, but I will go more into them in tomorrow's video. It's just a case of when that video was supposed to be recorded. I was kind of like, but I want to play Power World. The video was supposed to come out Wednesday. I hadn't got around to recording it on come Monday, and I'm like, you know, I'll see how I am after stream on Tuesday, and all this week. I will say now, before stream, the only game I have played that's not been Power World has been GTA, which I kind of had to jump onto. I've said before, why you've currently got the also free skin. I don't remember the PlayStation thing, but either way, but why the new heist, the Court Center heist, is paying at least 1.1 to 1.2 mil, so over a mil. I'm going to try and maximize that as much as I can. And I've roughly worked out from having two different characters for the thing, and then both counting as one bank account, I can make about 3 mil pretty simply through a few hours worth of work. Because it says like 1 point something, and it'll say like 1.2 mil, but you usually end up walking out with like 1.5. I'm going to try and maximize that as much as I can. I'll say now, I definitely do like these Cloak and Dagger skins. But other than GTA, which I played for like an hour before stream, games before that was Overwatch and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and then Genshin. Those are the only games that I've played that aren't Power World within this week. I think I said a few times this, I think. It might end up getting said in tomorrow's Marvel Rivals video, but I'm pretty sure I've said at least this week. Maybe. I think I might have said it on Tuesday stream. A YouTuber I watch called MGTV, M&GTV, started doing Power World series, and it got me into the game again. I played it back before it was fully released, and I enjoyed it, but didn't get completely into it, and didn't fully get every last, understand everything. And I've now taken the time to actually learn it. Now, guys, going over the stuff in the store, things that I've mentioned a few times that I do own, you've got the swimsuit special. You've got Magic and Scarlet Witches, which took me a stupid amount of time to get. You want to see me get them, watch tomorrow's videos. There's the Black Cat thing, which is up on an event. So guys, I was saying that doing this kind of terrifies me. Like, I do have stream open on my phone just so I can read the messages and that lot. But thankfully it does just sort of blank the screen, sort of. Like, you don't see me going into the actual store, which makes sense. And we will give a quick go of fishing. I did this last time, I wasn't great at it. And, but yeah, it was kind of fun. I got kind of good. Kind of good at doing it, and I'm only messing up on the last one. Just because they start to shrink. But yeah, like, I go over more, like, more like the Black Cat skin's the only one I didn't fully go over. Diamond Groot. Okay, so we've got a Clownfish, which I don't know who that's supposed to represent. Neither, like, same for Lionfish. Hail Butterfly, I'm presuming is Psylocke. Like, those two I could not, like, willingly, like, sing. And then Diamond Grouper is Emma Frost. Unfortunately, I can't instantly get the skin because it's designed as a case of, here, you gotta get other stuff first. But, yeah, so I can't remember how much detail I actually go into the Black Cat skin. I can't remember how much detail I went into the others, but it took me popping all the balloons. Thankfully the Scarlet Witch one was on sale, but the magic one wasn't, and that got annoying. But I got to a point where I'm like, I'm halfway there. So, she has a yellow, one-piece suit, a white one, which I do actually think suits her, but I do think the black suits a bit better. You have a starfish in the back of the head, you have that in the back of the head, and then you have her glasses, which I do think suits her. Yeah, but I think it's more like, I want to say diamond, but no. You just have like 3 different neck accessories. Going over these two, Magix does have, this is Magix. She's got kind of cool. You got the accessories. That just depends on what formland. So you got the orange, you got the blue, and then you got like the black, and then switching demon form, you got the black, the blue. That's supposed to be orange, but I don't actually see. And then when we go to Scarlet Witch, I did get a customized thing for it and put her in black, so I think it looks a bit cooler. But you get base red, which does look kind of cool. You get like these that you can get, and it's kind of cool. Now I said this on Overwatch stream. I knew about these coming, and I was like, "Yep, yeah, no, 100%." I will say this now. I might end up picking Storms up, but hers is up for 27 days, and at the minute, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not that fussed over it. And the fact I spent enough with Magic and Scarlet Witches. Nothing against Black. It's nothing against Storm. I might end up picking this up in 20-something days, just because I don't want to spend more money at this point in time, especially considering I've just done it with Black Cats to get the Black Cat event again. But there was like several. I think there was like several skins in that. But anyway, we're gonna jump into some games. Like I said, guys, I do cover them in tomorrow's video. It's just a case of when it was filmed. Although I will say now, because of filming a Rivals video on a Thursday, my schedule is for my, because I have a schedule set up for when I do typically film and upload, and I've messed with it a lot recently, and in my head it's like, huh? we're going Phoenix.
Behold my cosmic might.
Because like a while ago, Monday to Thursday and Monday, Thursday, and Saturday's videos will then change to only on Mondays. The Monster Hunter content will be back at some point. I don't know when. It's just a case of at the minute, one, I'm enjoying playing that one way too much. Two, I don't want to be forcing myself to do hunt. As soon as I'm back into the mood to hunt, well, I will start filming content. And I'm saying this now, for Monster Hunter Rise, specifically in summary, there is 2 hunts that I've not done. What's the new map? Maybe. I don't honestly know. I've just never seen it. So got some kind of cool jump pads. But yeah, when I get back into the mood of playing, then I will. But like I say, for Rise and Sunbury, there was just 2 hunts.
2, 1.
Variant hunts specifically, but and like I say, it's just a case of like I've played a lot of Rivals and recorded a lot of content over this year. I do plan to try and get at least Rivals complete by the Rise complete by the end of the year. Even if it is a case of me forcing to do a couple hunts here and there. So I don't know. I know for a fact I won't be starting Wilds this year. Now something I might and I do want to try and do is Wolverine. That comes out soon. I do want to do a series on that. It will more likely be my first time playing through it. But yeah, although something that's gonna kind of be funny, the choice I'm gonna have to make is when Spider-Man 3 comes out, because we know we're getting a third, or when we get, if we get, like, say, Miles Morales 2, I'm gonna have to make a choice. I streamed those 3 games. Now, I did start recording originally Spider-Man.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
And I'll say this now. The only difference if I was to start recording those games would be how long the playlist is. Because thankfully YouTube has a feature where like streams can put it all into a playlist. Like I say, in the streams it was literally everything. Like I didn't do anything off camera or nothing. Yeah. Magic, you slight little upgrade. But like I say, I didn't do anything off camera, so everything happened on camera. But if I was to replay through any of them, it would be a case of that they would be cut down to, like, they would just be done video format, and like I'd only be showing sort of bigger boss fights. And like the videos wouldn't be as long as the actual stream. I might, one day, I might decide, you know, I'm going to. But at the minute, I don't have any plans. For the simple reason of, I don't think it'd be that enjoyable to redo some of them.
Still a chance to stop them.
Nah, the Spider-Man PS4 game I played through was the original. What I could potentially do for a series is play through the remastered and compare them. But like I say, it's basically the same game. I'm really tempted to turn around and say when Spider-Man 3 does come out to do a week of streams. And guys, I'm saying this now. If I do a week of streams, it will basically be only content that comes out for that week. Now, I might try and get a couple preloaded videos. But for the most part, like, I might try and get Craftsman filmed at some point.
You are nothing.
But like I say, like, I was spending hours, like an hour and a half to 2 hours on them. Then need to go and film something for another couple of hours. That would be about 4 hours back to back, and it will just get to the point where I'm like, no. I like to film with the Matrix with rifle. Like I felt like that with Overwatch until the season reset. And even then, playing that stream the other day wasn't that bad. Look, as I was saying, something I did mention on Stream on Tuesdays was that both games, that I'm happy that both games haven't given us more DPS characters. Because Overwatch haven't given us DPS characters. This season we've had Demon, who is a tank. No, yes, we did have back-to-back, you know, DPS characters. Being Shannon being last season, and then Serena being the season beforehand. And then season before that, it's very much questionable on what order, because season 1 we had 5 characters. Anran, Emery, Domina, Jetpack Cat, and Mizuki? I heard his name recently, and I think I was streaming at the time, I'm like, okay, so I've completely been done his name wrong. I think I was streaming. And, but yeah. We had them, depending on the order, because if the order is literally tank, DPS, support, then we had back-to-back supports. But if the order is, and it's just a case of what you want to take the order as, if the order is tank, support, DPS, and it's 4 DPS back-to-back. Either way, it has 4 DPS back-to-back. I'm gonna make this team so much worse.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Time for me to make a real impact.
I've seen you in red glasses before, right? Are they ruby quartz like mine?
That guys, I don't normally do something like this, but just like as a case of, well, I'm not gonna be the only person trying to keep the team alive.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And but like,
Help
it's
get that vehicle
kind of
to
cool.
its destination.
Completely forgot what I was saying.
Acknowledges how
See, this is usually the fun part when I'm editing. It's like, okay, because there's been more than one where it's being like, so such and such, and then like that. Then I go back and it's like, huh? Half the time I end up more confused. Because again, guys, these content for me, like I don't skip content. I know some people do, and I get why. And if I was doing like some sort of big video, I would have like a base script. I'd have some key points I'd want to bring up. But I, for the most part, don't at all script my content. Also, guys, if you've not seen Craftmon, I recommend going and watching it. It was kind of a fun episode. And I will say now, Marvel X-Men 97, you better be listening when I say this. You better be not permanently killing the fuzzy elf. I like Nightcrawler, bring him back next season. And guys, those who have not seen the season and wondering what the hell I was on about or need to catch up with them, sorry if you haven't watched it yet, I apologise in advance. So kill off Nightcrawler. They kill off Kurt. Do I get why? Yes. Do I respect it? Yes. Because guys, the reason he does it is Rogue wants to bring Gambit back and she's willing to sacrifice her own life to do it. Now, I'm not 100% sure who's older than Rogue between Rogue and Nightcrawler. Because on one hand, Mystique, you know, chucks Nightcrawler, like she gets rid of him. Mainly because of the case of he flew her stick out and like she's trying to blend in. I think Nightcrawler is older. Now, for those who are saying, it's obvious. Yeah, well, I'm an idiot. But like, if not, and Rogue is older, because I think there was probably some versions where Rogue is. Because for instance, take X-Men Evolution. I don't know who's older than them in that. Because one hand, Nightcrawler, Kurt feels a bit younger, but same hand, I know Rogue's all younger than him. Because Kurt's in the same year group as Scott and Jean. Because in that they attend like a normal high school, which is a nice concept. The X-Men attend day-to-day school, and then when their identities get exposed in season 3, it's a nice little way of, you know, them having like a normal life and seeing what it would be like. But like, it's one of those cases where Rogue sometimes comes off as older. But I think she is younger. Because if not, and if it does turn out that Kurt's younger than Rogue, then Mystique, you've got some questions to answer. You decide to keep Rogue because she can blend in, but you don't decide to keep Kurt. Now, if I am right and it is Kurt older, then it's a case of it can be seen as a fact of that she's like, I made a mistake with Nightcrawler, I want to make up for that, I was like keeping Rogue. In reality,
the Amazing Spider-Man!
In reality, it was a case of, oh, Rogue's powers can be useful. For the simple reason of Mystique's never been the caring mother tongue.
That's 3.
Now, do I want to kind of see that from X-Men 97 Season 3? With her having like a personal case of, I'm going to be waging war because of it. Whether it be against the government themselves, or whether it be against anyone who still supports Apocalypse. Kind of. Because I kind of would want to see the fact of Mystique being all motherly and sort of like, no, Kurt. And like sort of putting on a brave face. Also, I want to see Rogue's reaction to finding out about, like, because when Gambit died, she full on went on the case of, I'm declaring war. And she was hunted down the same bitch with Gordon. Slightly different circumstances, because it's technically her to blame for that. He sacrificed himself so Gambit and Rogue could live. I respect it. I don't agree with it. Like, I do agree with the fact of why it's like, they deserve a happy ending, and Nightcrawler's not got really anything.
The Phoenix burns once more.
But at the same point, I want my fuzzy elf back.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
And guys, from what because I've seen a brief glimpse of season 3 because a thing was uploaded to YouTube. I don't know whether it should or not, but I've seen it. And based on how like the ending that we see with Mystique, I've got a feeling a certain Sabretooth,
needed some help,
a
didn't
certain, you know, Claude friend is returning, is in Sabretooth. Because Mystique and Sabretooth's son is now, I think it's president. Because I beat Kelly,
Thanks for the boost.
I feel bad.
This is a team effort.
and so I wouldn't be surprised if they do turn up. We know for a fact that Sabretooth has no problem literally gut punching his own child. Like, guys, in X-Men 97 and the original 90 series alone, parent-wise, comparing it to, you've got, because I'm going to count Jean in this because it was like Madeline, but like, you've got Adam / Jean and Cyclops, who had to send their child away to save him, even though they didn't want, even though it's the hardest thing they'd have to do. And overall they didn't want it, but they knew they had to. You then got Mystique and Sabretooth, are just horrible parents. Mystique has 3 kids. I wanted to last time she spoke to any of them. I'm honestly not going to be surprised if Mystique does end up looking around, you know, X-Corp or bumps into Rogue, and it's like, and like Rogue's like, Mystique, and it's like, you do know some stuff, right? Wait, which one? The fuzzy one, the blue one. It's like, wait, what? Nightcrawler? Victory. Also, guys, why I have no problem with the fact of seeing a full team with DPS and support coming in and saving our assets in the end, which I think was the Cyclops. That shouldn't have worked. They had almost a balanced team. But like, that should not have worked. Well, time to do fishing again. Oh, the one time I... And I just think it's just going to be interesting watching how Mystique reacts. Because I do kind of think it's going to be fascinating to watch how she's like... And I care why, because a thing that kind of jumped through in my head is the end of X-Men Evolution, where Mystique is like, Rogue, Kurt, and they're both just like, no, we're done with your lies, we're done with your traits, we're done with you being selfish. We are finished. And before anyone does start saying, you shouldn't like abandon the parent just because they've made a mistake. Yeah, I would have done the same. Ah, Rogue. Because it says Rogue Fish, I'm presuming it's based on Rogue and it has got her colours. A little way to go. Ah, no, it's kind of the ball. No, that makes sense. And it's just really interesting. So there are a few things X-Men wise that do finally run through my head. Like one of them is just a case of Wolverine using one of his claws just to say suck it Cyclops from the X-Men movies. So there's the lion. Again, I don't know the clownfish. I don't know the lionfish, or the elegant fish. But the Hail Butterfly, the Rogue Fish, Hail Butterfly, and the Diamond Grouper are Emma Frost for Diamond, Hail Butterfly for Cyclops, and Rogue Fish for Rogue. And I'm gonna presume the X-Men wise, because the rest, the 3 out of 6 I've got are the Elegant Firefish, I can't think. The only character that comes to my mind, like X-Men wise, X-Men Universe, Fire wise, is Pyro. Is it supposed to be Pyro? But that, again, no idea. Unless it's representing Phoenix in some form or fashion. No idea. And you know, once I've done like the rest, it'll be once I've got like most of them, we'll find out what about the rest of them are. I'll be like, that makes so much more sense. And guys, I think something that wouldn't be Tuesday. So I'm presuming I would have had to either say in Growlmon, which I can't remember, or tomorrow's video. Is this year alone there's been some really cool shows that I've enjoyed. I think it was potentially Craftmon. But it was like a case of
hero or villain.
Invincible beginning of the year. Season 5 of The Boys. It will depend on what we need, but I'm tempted to play Luna.
Cover your ears.
You know what, we'll go Jubilee.
Jubilee is here.
Because like Invincible beginning of the year, the boys, which I did have to catch on, because when it came to the boys, my whole thing was going to be, I'll wait till it's out and then rewatch and watch it all at once. Then I wanted something to watch, like I think around the time episode 3 was out, so I think season 5 only just started.
The fangs are about to come out.
30 seconds before you attack.
Or what's the first
Get
episode
ready.
out? I think season 5 had only just started.
So you steal stuff, charge it up,
So I was
and
like,
make it explode?
you know what, I will, and I enjoyed the whole series. From beginning to end, it was a good series. Ended when it needed to. I don't think I could willingly have another series where they're basically, where the whole gang, you know, the boys group for themselves, like,
3, 2,
Butcher,
1.
MM,
All you need to do is
Frenchie,
capture the mission area. Got it?
I found a family out here in space, and I'll do whatever it takes to keep them safe.
and the other two who I can't remember, willingly just trying to go and be like, hey, how can we kill Homelander? Because after a while, it will say that it does kind of get boring and stale. It's like, how can we kill Homelander? Plan number 452. Grenades up the air. Or grenades down the throat. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. He's indestructible. And it's just kind of a point where it's like, it's ended at first footnote. Do I think that I probably could have done through this episode of season 5 and got to there? Yeah, I think it would have taken about 5. I think it would, like, I think there was probably only like 2 or 3, maybe 4 episodes you could have taken from season 8. But like, I do think you definitely did need like most of the whole season to get to where you did. Not X-Men 97's been good. Batman Cape Crusaders season 2 has been good. Still we'll see. I should not have to fight for my life after instantly respawning. Spider-Man Brand New Day, tell me what it's good. Not seen it yet. I will see it as soon as it becomes available streaming. Is it a good movie that would be worth watching for me? 100%. But with this hot, like, again, that's something I've said a lot this year. UK-wise hot weather is the reason if you hear something that is my fan. It's got to the point where I will have it on a lower set and recording, but for streaming for an hour. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I know an hour would make more sense too, but like streaming for like an hour, it's one of those things where it's an hour, I do not keep it, but for like a full video, I'm gonna film like the craft one. It's not the same thing I spent most of the week recording. Now, usually at the minute, craft one is that thing that I do spend the most time recording. Because of I'm not recording Montano at the minute. And any Overwatch and Rival content I am recording at the minute, I'm simplifying them to basically a 50-minute recording.
You are nothing!
Like, I'm not saying when I say this, I am presuming the Marvel Rivals review that will be out tomorrow will probably be around half an hour. Compared to Craft 1 this week, which was close to the hour.
Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Like most not like the Craft 1 episode recently has been almost an hour. But someone that comment that someone did leave a while ago was not everyone does want to watch long form content, and I do try and put this consideration. I am going to try and put this consideration in Craft 1 for going forward.
The fangs are about to come out.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
But like, yeah, this is
Shogo has been eating everything on Krakoa.
My son
I
got
can't think
turned
of any
into a
other
baby
shows I've watched
dragon,
this year.
Emma. He can't
Training
exactly
for
control his
Spider-Man.
appetite.
Season 1 that was decent.
It's
battle starts in
There were a
5,
few changes in that level,
4,
questionable, that I was like,
2,
eh.
1.
Can't tell which holes he made.
All you need to do is
Like, for
capture the
instance, making
mission
it from the
area.
beginning that
Got
no
it?
mortal knows who Pete is.
Don't you worry.
That's a question that situation I'm gonna really question. Because how the hell are you gonna do Green Goblin and have it be more about the mask than it is about the person?
Armor packs here. Alright.
Because a lot of the Green Goblin stuff is like, okay, so you don't know who I am, and I don't know who you are, sort of thing. No, there is Cyclops. Gonna make things sparkle. I mean, not that I would, but I can't do rivals at the minute IRL, so it might as well have fun with them in rivals.
And off. Wonder what that's worth.
Okay, there's still more
We
people.
are undefeatable!
Caging, stop being sneaky.
The moon haunts you.
No, it doesn't. The moon doesn't haunt me. I should have expected it, and you sniper on the back. Should have expected it.
That should make a difference.
Control lost!
Got rid of me? Really?
This is a nice. Down. That fucking hurt.
We will be. That's it, we will all be taking point back. We've had point once, we can take it again. What am I healing though? Okay, slightly lacking healing. Like, not too much, it's like 2,000 still decent, but like,
Team's capture progress has crossed the halfway point.
it should be more.
You are nothing!
Still can't do that, but yeah, they could also do better.
Beast. You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
No. Why do players, when they're instantly needing case of like needing healing, decide to run the opposite way from their healers? Like, I do kind of get it. I've done it a few times where I've needed help and not known where someone is to heal me. And I should have looked around a few times, but I do try to look around.
Really?
But the only time I generally do is if I am in a desperate, again, point. It's one of those things where it's like, I've done it a few times myself, and I know it's not making healers' lives easy because of it. And a few of the dumb stuff I've done with tanks. Like, I've done some dumb charges with Reinhardt before, and I've some dumb Diva bombs, some dumb death walk on attempts. Like, I could honestly write a little story about how, like literal case of the amount of attempts I've done that I've been stupid on trying to use some sort of ability or ult in like Overwatch. They got point. Damn it. Okay, so my incident went up a good bit. We did lose a player list, so it kind of makes sense.
The fangs are about to
I
come out.
said it before, I'll say it again, instantly losing a player goes, because it drops the case of a 1v1 situation where you then have a player on either team that suddenly don't have someone trying to deal with them.
30 seconds
And
before
because
you
of that,
attack.
you then have
Get
someone that can
ready.
then help someone else deal with someone else. Which then becomes a 2-on-1, which then becomes a 3-on-1,
One-eyed Jack. Look like we got ourselves
and then like a
winning hand.
4-on-1, and at that point you've then got, what, 3 team members
Ready for the fight ahead?
that have just died,
Damn it, fully charged.
and then 2 team members left with like 6 people left.
Because we'll need a lot more
That's
than just
two
potential
that's two sets of three
left.
going against both.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Plus, if you have a good healer, like it's gonna be a pain
all
to
you need
like
to do
die.
is capture the mission area. Got it?
Not saying I'm a good healer. Like I'm not too bad.
Please. I've been training for
Okay,
this since
Ian.
I was a teenager.
It was. Looking at the skin, I'm like, is that Cajun? It's like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, he's gonna catch the skin with staff.
Way better already.
It's like, you might not try and give me a heart attack. I'd like to be able to walk around the corner where instantly getting lasered.
That was ill great.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Too bad about your mom.
Mission area is yours.
Right, point out, now all we have to do is hold it. Which is gonna be harder. Shit.
Control lost.
Okay, should not be putting myself in, like, I was just trying to be like, again, why would you let me jump on the phone?
Double KO.
Turns out I was trying to hug a rock.
Sweet.
Court is in session. Daredevil presiding.
Again, double super moments between both games.
What's this? An eye?
There's enough to do, there's enough to have there's enough to maneuver a series of like 4 or 5 episodes. Again, Overwatch I've been playing
Undefeatable.
since about 2017, but not completely, more specifically since. Because the game came out in 2017, I think I played the odd game at the end of that year. And I played around with it ever so often from 2017, the odd game in 2018, and then didn't start properly playing it until like 2019. When a group of when a mate specifically was like, hey, what PlayStation games do you have? And I'm like, I think at the time I was like, Minecraft, Overwatch, GTA,
The moon haunts
Spider-Man, which was the reason I got a PlayStation. Because Spider-Man came out and I'm like, I don't know what the time I didn't put into consideration, because same with Crash Bandicoot, I don't know why at the time my brain didn't, granted, guys, I'm 23, which makes it worse. Why my brain didn't put into consideration? It's just right. Like, I don't know why it didn't. Like for Crash Bandicoot, which came out on the Switch a couple years beforehand, because my instant reaction was like, because I didn't know it was exclusive, so it's like, I'll get it when it comes out on Xbox. Not when it came out, but when it came out on PlayStation, and then it came onto Switch and like Xbox, and I'm like,
I need assistance.
I'll be nice, I'll get it for Switch, because
Don't go down so easy.
Wait for King Namor.
that way if I am with family, because a few family members I used to play it with when I was younger, and I think Crash Bandicoot was the best game I ever played. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Crash Bandicoot was the best game I ever played. Back on like the PlayStation 1. And yes, I have games on consoles back that old.
Mission area. Keep going.
PlayStation Xbox wise, I think there's only like 2 generations of consoles that I've not gamed on. Because for Xbox there's 2, there's the original Xbox, and then the Xbox, then the current Xbox generation. But for PlayStation, there's only PlayStation 2 and 3. Because, like, PlayStation 1 I played when I was younger.
We are undefeatable.
Never did play PlayStation 2. And then no PlayStation 3, but then PlayStation 4 because I want to play Spider-Man, and I played PlayStation 6, and I will more than likely, unfortunately, slightly be annoyed about this end up playing PlayStation 6. Which will annoy the hell out of me, because there are some games that I've got on physical disc that I'm never going to be able to play from the PlayStation. Like, I'm hoping for goddamn sake that they do basically release a thing for PS6 and for future consoles that basically is just a device that allows you to play physical copies. Because otherwise, it's like, I'm not pro-digital, I'm not pro-physical. I am pro-choice, like a lot of people are. I don't want to have to be in a situation where I'm like... Because guys, the Wolverine game in GTA 6 that comes out in 2 games, because I don't get games that often, because for the most part, there's not really many games I like. Looking at both of them, I'm like, okay, they're both base, like 70 quid. And that's like 140 quid for both. One I would more like to pick up over Christmas. And Wolverine I do plan to pick up or pick the physical copy of. Just because that way I can't have the game taken from me. Which I think I ever have. I think I have actually had a few games where... Yeah, I have. There have been a couple games where I've not been able to play that I've been able to play for once for like a few periods of time. Then not again. I keep forgetting that Marvel Rivals actually has a cursor thing. What was this Jubilee highlight? And how old is it? Which would be the bigger question.
Never miss.
Oh, I remember this. See, I can't play good at this game. It is honestly more Overwatch that you should really question my skills with. It's one of those cases where it's like, the amount of times I've basically been in between something like a Mei and like a Genji, and then willingly chose to start shooting at the Genji. I mean, my performance as Phoenix wasn't that bad.
Turning up the heat. You've been judged.
Ooh, Spider Island. Which you want to say now? Considering it's called Spider Island, and there are only like two spider people in this game. Not including Venom.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
See, I'm tempted to say it'll be DPS locked, but I'm kind of getting proven wrong.
I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I shine in darkness.
And surprisingly, it is tense for some reason between Overwatch and Rivals that people choose not to play.
They'll be coming in 30
Which
seconds.
I don't get.
Stay strong.
Because I think it's just the definition of when you say tank and Vanguard, right, when people are like, nah, I don't want to play that because they presume a defensive position. Half the role is defense. The other half of the role is making sure your support players don't die because of some idiotic and stupid diver like Spider-Man deciding to try and kill them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But tank is more about holding the line. Yeah, hi Venom. Not nice to see you.
We need to stop that laser in its tracks.
So like, there are a few questions I want answers concerning with Spider-Man this year.
Ship shape in no time.
And the bigger one is, how the hell are you doing the Green Goblin sword? Like,
Stop that vehicle.
and the first one to say, you know they're going, yeah.
Need assistance.
They're 100% going to.
I'm making a comeback.
Like, including in the 90s series, all the way up to modern day Spider-Man stuff. Not talking comics, because in that case I'm well out of my depth. The 90s series had Green Goblin. Started off with the Hobgoblin, but they had a Goblin. The Spider-Man movies had Green Goblin, and then had Green Goblin 2.0 when Harry decided to do that.
My spirit steadies.
Because instead of asking his best friend exactly what happened,
Sense them. Close.
which I get why he's being lied to, it's understandable why he wouldn't believe everything.
I'm hit. Cover me.
He then decides to go and, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, I'll just finish him. And it's like, well, first of all, Harry, you're telling me in any universe normal Osborn's a decent apparent that you're immune to go to jail for murder. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit.
You're like a girl.
Like, personally, when talking about telling appearance in Marvel, Osborn would be on that list. Like, not as high up on that list as, like, people like Mystique and Sabretooth. And Charles for protecting the people that he has under his care.
They hit a
Because
checkpoint.
there's no way, like, whatever way you look at it, there is some version of a kid on the X-Men who willingly lets go and, you know, yes, hurt. Like, there was Jubilee in the original series, that in the 90s series, there was Shadowcat in X-Men Evolution. There is the entire X-Men Evolution Season 1 team.
I've still got
Several
songs to
several people from the New Mutants lined up in Season 2. I mean, Logan does not get past in Logan and Wolverine and, you know, the X-Men.
But it's amazing.
Considering what, Shadowcat's probably young.
It's okay. Admit it. You need me.
So, not getting past that. The movie, you've got Shadowcat,
No chance to stop them.
you've got Rogue, Iceman.
Spirit steadies.
In the Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix,
Need assistance.
Cyclops, Jean, and Nightcrawler are younger. Quicksilver's not exactly that old.
Someone with
Um,
a snowball in the face. They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Behold the god of thunder!
And so, like, the only X-Men character that gets a case of not bad decisions is the MCU version of Charles, potentially.
I'm making
Apart
a
from where
comeback.
Jean's choices and that were her choice. And even then, Jean, I think, is not as old as Spider-Man, but I think she's slightly older.
Oh, a touch of it.
It's now or never. Stop them.
But then, there are several bad parents in DC. And I'm not going to start judging Valve behavior for putting the X-Men in danger and having kids on that team. When I don't judge Bruce Wayne, you know, Batman should do the exact same thing with the Bat family. I'm sorry, in Young Justice, I don't know if it's fully comic accurate or not, or whether it's just Young Justice.
A nice deep freeze.
But in that alone,
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Diana says to Bruce when talking about adding new members in season, I think it was season 1, yeah, it was season 1. He's like, how old was Robin again? Like 9? And his instant response is, Robin had to become, like, he had to do it, because she's like, what, because you want to turn out like you? No, because I want the opposite. That is the reasons why I do give Bruce credit for being a decent parent half the time, even if he is slightly flaky. He didn't want Dick to become like him, he wanted him to become something better. And he's always praised the fact that he was able to come out on his own journey, and said one was, he wants Batman to be more like Nightwing. But obviously, the back-to-back was not expecting that. To me, the most parents in DC would be the Kent family. like, Clark's parents are just generally the nicest people you'll ever meet. And Clark and Lewis are good parents too. Now, I know for a fact, like it's a case of, well, how can you be a good parent if you will willingly lie to your kids about who you are? Lying to them and then trying to protect them are two different things. First time I got all three. Legendary, Zebra Shark. Never thought that would happen. I was gutted the fact I wasn't able to pull it off last time. Okay, some of these just must be after X-Men characters then. But to be fair, someone else who gets credit for being a good parental figure, Alfred. Did he willingly let someone who is equivalently like a son to him go and fight crime? Yes. Did he know Bruce was going to do it either way and ignore everything he says? 100%. Like, taking a literal picture from Batman the Brave and the Bold, Bruce was injured, not able to walk or anything, and was still trying to get up to fight crime. When that person's determined, he is determined. Twice. Ah. A legendary. Mackerel. I might be, I don't know. Zebra Shark. I think some of these are just like fish names. I think. I've got a gut feeling Sky Mackerel's supposed to be like a storm reference. I've got a gut feeling. It's got electric around it, so. But again, could be wrong. To be fair, these are just a case of catch so many fish to get these. Like, I need to catch 21 before I unlock the bottom, which is the case so they don't want you instantly being like, I want this, and then never touching it again. They actually want you to earn them. Close to getting that, like guys, I did say a while ago that I wouldn't be getting them otherwise. I was like, when this came out, I said not getting into another battle pass. I already did a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which basically funds itself. There's new Overwatch. And it's not even the only game. Like Genshin has one, but I don't pay for that one because it's like I don't play enough Genshin. Genshin's literally something I do just to go on every day, do days, and then do random spins every now and then. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this Tiger Zero. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. New video out tomorrow, and there'll be videos out next week. It'll probably be about similar. There'll probably be Marvel Rivals Wednesday. It'll depend, because it is hot in the UK at the minute, and I don't really want to be filming too much. To a point where, guys, they've given it a warning out in the UK to not get used in anything fire related because of the heat waves. Also, before you start judging saying it's not that bad, it's warm another, it probably is. But like the UK is not built for heat waves. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. This is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.